Guys, 2 minutes to the top of the hour. We're going to kick this off. Thank you so much for joining the platform. Just a quick note to Martina. I did try. It won't allow me because of the platform we're stationed on now, which is Ben's. But we've got the recording going, so that should work out pretty well. Thank you so much anyway for all your help. Guys, 1 minute to the top of the hour. We're going to wrap this up with Matt McFadden and Whitehead. Thank you again for joining the platform. We're just about ready to go. Guys, if you've joined the platform already, I ask you to just mute your line. That would eliminate the background noise and we can kind of get this thing rolling.
Parker, you want me to share this on our website?
Yes, sir, if you don't mind.
Okay, for 1 minute, I'm going to take away the host and then I'll flip it back to you.
Okay, sir, we really appreciate that. Guys, we're right at the top of the hour. We're going to make one transition here so that we can get this thing streamed to other platforms. So give us a minute. Ben, you let me know when you're ready, sir.
Yes, sir.
So guys, while Ben is working on that for us, we're going to launch here in just another minute, but thank you so much for joining the platform tonight. Once again, here we go again with another presentation of MWR Financial, what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth. And we're fortunate to be here. Whoever turned you on to this, I'm telling you, want to thank them because this is our chance. This is our ticket out. If you ever wanted a chance to win financially, we've got an opportunity to do it now. The playing field has been made even. We've been given all the tools, systems, and experts that wealthy people have access to. You and I now have the same privilege to do the exact same thing with our life. If I've learned nothing else from this opportunity, I've learned this, how rich people get rich and how they stay rich. So we're going to share those secrets with you. Unveil this thing, pull the curtain back, help you understand how you can do it for yourself. What has happened for me, what has happened for Mr. McCray, Mr. Banks, and all the people associated with MWR Financial across these great United States. Guys, this is our chance to win and win big. 2022 will be the best year of our lives. I promise you that. You're lining yourself up with this opportunity and some great things are going to happen. Mr. McCray, you just give me thumbs up and let me know we're ready. And I'll start.
Absolutely. Sure. I gave you back the steering wheel. Unfortunately, I don't have permission to do a live video through this platform. So you just got to rock and roll with that.
Okay, no, sir. Listen, you know we're going to make it work. But guys, once again, my name is Gerald W. Parker, Executive Regional Director with MWR Financial. I'll be your host tonight for our final presentation for tonight. But again, keep in mind, take a note. We're back on tomorrow, same platform, set 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. So we're doing this. And we got to listen, it's Monday. We're coming back on Monday. I almost forgot that. 12 noon, lunch and learn. We're going to do the same thing all over again. Then we're back on the platform again Monday night. So let's get started. We're here to talk about MWR Financial. MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. Now, we are the financial makeover company. Why is that so important? Because we know what worked for our parents and our grandparents could have us working for the rest of our lives. And I know there's nobody on this platform is interested in working for the rest of their lives. Think about it. What this system, here's the trap they create for us. What do they say to do? Go get yourself a good education. All right, once you get that good education, secure yourself a good job. Once you get that job, then you give away 1/3 of your income to pay taxes. And then because we're short, now we got to go out and establish some credit to make up the difference to finance the lifestyle that we want. Then end up giving another 1/3 of our income to the banks to service the debt. You got to pay for all that debt you built, right? And then use the remaining 1/3 of our income to cover normal living expenses, gas, utilities, insurance, all of those things, those necessities, and then attempt to try to save or invest enough for retirement. Listen, we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, we've been took. Guys, we've been had. But the good news is that we've got a better system, and we're going to show you how that works. Now, let's talk about what national publications are saying, not just what Gerald Parker is saying and what MWR Financial is saying, but as far as the status, the state, where we are, the state in which we are in this country right now. Forbes magazine said the greatest retirement crisis in American history is happening right now. You and I together can prove that out. How many of us know people that have already committed 30 or 40 years of their life to a job and have gone back to work? Not because they want to, but because they have to. All right. Money Q&A says, why professional athletes going broke? Why you and I too? Money management. We don't understand how to handle it, right? So it gets away from it. Market Watch says most Americans are one paycheck away from the street. Guys, that was my story before this program. On any given Friday, had they come to me and said, Gerald, we can't pay you for the 2 weeks of work that you've already committed, I would have had real problems, major problems, because I'm living paycheck to paycheck, money already spent. All right. I'm living, working just to pay bills. How is this possible? But that's where many people are right now. NASDAQ says more than half Americans will retire broke. The good news is that we've got a better system. So let's talk about it. The mission that we're on with MWR Financial, to provide you with the same strategies and experts used by the wealthy to overcome the financial challenge created by the tax credit, banking, and educational system. Now, some would say, well, why do you mention the education system? Because we feel they bear some responsibility in all this. What do I mean? Why don't we taught these things early on, how to save, budget, and invest? It's not part of any school curriculum, any school in the United States. Why so? Because they don't want you to know. If you learn these things, then you no longer have to rely on the system. See, the system is designed to cripple you, to have you working for them for the rest of your life, and then you die broke. Look at these stats right here. 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's nearly 80% of the population. Another 7% of Americans are paying too much in taxes. 80% of Americans have credit challenges, and then 90% of us are buried in debt. So as a result of that, 70% of us have less than $5,000 saved at age 65. Now, see, that was the gut punch for me because I was on this track. This is where I was headed. And you think about it, the average person starts working in their 20s, works 45 years to the age of 65, and at that point, can't put their hands on $5,000. Too many people are in that situation as we speak. So we say it all stops today. How do we do it? What's the plan? We're going to provide you with everything you need to lower your taxes, lower your expenses, lower your debts, and lower your interest. And at the same time, help you increase your cash flow, your credit scores, your income, and your investments. Now, it all starts with our instant pay raise. See, this is our proven strategy to increase the take-home pay of over 150 million W-2 employees starting with their very next paycheck. So how does it work? Look at what our experts are going to do. Two things. One, we're going to stop overpaying this guy and letting the government keep our money all year long interest-free. We're going to use the home-based business tax laws to increase your deduction so that you can keep more. So the idea is you want to keep more of your money. Now, we understand at MWR Financial, it's not just how much you make, but it's what you keep that counts. So we want to help you master that because this plan right here ain't working, okay? Now, wealthy people don't do this. We're going to help you stop overpaying Uncle Sam. Now, this guy, your uncle, he used to be mine. I kicked him out of my family. Why? Because every time I made some money, this guy's got his hands out. How can I win? So I've learned to do it the same way the wealthy people do. I'm going to pay my fair share in taxes, but I'm going to pay very little compared to somebody who doesn't understand these systems because we're conditioned to believe that a refund is a good thing. And we wait all year waiting for it. And unfortunately, because we have no financial discipline, most of us that get that refund within 90 days, we're right back where we started, flat broke. We've invested nothing. We own no business. We've done nothing to make a real difference other than try to floss for that 90-day period and live this crazy life that we dream of, that we can consistently have every single day if we were to understand these systems. So the refund represents your overpayment. This is straight on the tax form. Line 75, look at it for yourself. So what is refund anyway? Re means again, fund means money. So all they're doing is giving you your money back at zero interest. And this is the amount that you've overpaid. They clearly stated. It'd be no different if you went to Walmart tonight, purchased an item, got home, looked at the receipt, and realized that you had overpaid for an item. How long would it take you to get back to Walmart to get your money? Not long. And then we would go right back. I'm sure we would. We probably wouldn't even wait until the next day. But yet and still, we allow the government to keep our money all year long. We think that's a pretty good idea. And this guy has no concern at all. He's not thanking us for that interest-free loan that we continue to provide him. Let's look at this real quick. When we talk about taxes, So 150 million people waking up, going to work every day. Those 150 million people paying taxes into the system, coming out of their paycheck every week, every 2 weeks, every month, however often they get paid. Let's just say the average taxes deducted from a person's check during the course of the year is, say, $5,000. So take that $5,000, multiply that times 150 million people. What does that number look like? That's the kind of money your government is collecting, and they're reinvesting that money at huge returns and giving you nothing back. No interest paid on the money that they're keeping from you every single pay period. Now, don't worry, you don't have to do any of this on your own. We've got licensed trained experts that's going to work with you to make the adjustments necessary so that you can get this money back as early as your next pay period. Many of you are familiar with this W-4 withholding form. Our CPAs are going to make the adjustments for you. You're a home-based business owner now, so that the game changes. We're going to make the adjustment for you, forward it to you via email. You sign off on it, walk it up to your HR or payroll department, and see the money as early as your next pay period. Now, here's strategy 2. We're going to use the tax laws to pay less, legal tax laws that exist on the books for you and I to take advantage of. The home-based business deduction, IRS tax code publication 535. Google it, make a note, screenshot this if you like, and you'll understand what this is about. Now, there's some things that we must do to qualify. What are those qualifications? 1, we must have the intent to generate a profit. We're in business to make money, so why else would we do it, right? 2, we want to actively participate in our business. You being on this platform tonight shows that you're willing to do that. And then 3, we want to keep proper records. And we're even going to provide you with the tools that you need to keep those records, and then only claim expenses that are ordinary and necessary. Those expenses, everything that's relating to your business, right? Our experts will help you convert your personal expenses to business expenses. Now, this is the part I love. Why? Because we're already spending this money anyway. Now you're a home-based business owner. You qualify for 180 potential deductions that were not available to you as a W-2 employee. So now we get a chance to write off mileage, 58 cents a mile, cell phone expense, internet, business meals, business trips, medical insurance and expenses, even hiring your children between the ages of 7 and 17, a $12,000 tax credit per child. So stop giving those kids an allowance, make them part of the family business, and take advantage of the tax write-off that is available to you as a result of those kids working in the family business. This is the system that wealthy people use all the time, and this is why they win. Now, we're not just talking about this, we can prove it first. That's what I love about MWR Financial. We created a calculator called the My Instant Pay Raise Calculator. I can put this in front of anyone. They can answer these 7 questions, and we can calculate in real time for them what an instant pay raise looks like, meaning how much money we can get you back on your next paycheck, all right? And before you spend a dime with us, before you sign up with this program, we can show you what the potential returns will be for you with an instant pay raise. Now, here's the average for us, $300 to $600 a month. Now, you take where we are in this society right now, in this economy, and add an additional $600 a month to any family's existing finances. You tell me what difference does that make? They say 95% of the people that filed bankruptcy last year could have avoided it had they just had an additional $450 to $500 in money, new money that was coming into their home. They could have avoided bankruptcy. Here's $600 a month from the existing finances without the husband and wife having to go out and get a part-time job. Guys, we got to play the game on a different level. We got to understand these principles and apply them and make it work for us. Now, let's talk about the complete financial makeover, because MWR Financial wants to change every aspect of your financial life, provide you with the tools, the systems, and the experts to get that done. So with our financial aid membership, this is your team of personal financial experts that use proven strategies. This is no guesswork. These are seasoned, licensed, trained experts using proven strategies to secure you and your family's financial future. Now, it all starts with our tax reduction strategy. Unlimited financial advice on demand. Unlimited consultation from CPAs, CFPs, and EAs. EAs, those are enrolled agents working directly with the Internal Revenue Service. So someone said recently, maybe it's a scheme or a scam or something like that. But listen, if that is the case, then the IRS is directly involved in it. No question about it. So, but what we've got professionals, trained, licensed experts, again, partnering with the Internal Revenue Service to make these things happen for our benefit. Now, this means that you're going to get advice from qualified experts without having to pay $200 to $300 an hour. Where does that number come from? We know that that's the average cost of a good CPA or financial planner in any city in America, $200 to $300 an hour. So you understand how we're priced out of this thing. How many of us can afford to pay $200 to $300 an hour to get this access? But it all changes with MWR Financial. We can provide that and more for the price of a cup of coffee a day. Now, let's talk about credit restoration. With our credit restoration strategy, we know that a higher credit score is going to get you lower interest rates, lower down payments, and lower insurance premium. Listen, average credit score with our program, the increase is 50 to 150 points. Take your credit score, add 150 points. You tell me what that does for you. It changes everything. No question about it. So let's reposition ourselves and take advantage of this. Now, here's the other thing. We got to be careful about this whole business of credit and how we go about it. There's a method to the madness, how we use it. Many of us don't even understand how to use it, and we find ourselves in a bad spot. Let's see what the CEO and founder of MWR Financial, Mr. Brian House, says about credit. He understands that credit is the gateway to debt. Debt is the pathway to poverty. As long as you're paying interest, that's money you can never save, invest, or pay yourself. Makes perfect sense to me. Now let's keep going. Everything you've seen thus far is designed to put more money back in your pocket. So let's keep that trend going. With our bill negotiation experts with Bill Shredder, these professionals are going to negotiate to reduce payments for you on your cell phone bill, your internet, your cable, your satellite, utility. Imagine being able to shave portions of your cell phone bill, your internet costs, your cable, your satellite, your utility, and the ability to put that new money back into your pocket. We're building cash flow, guys, from your existing finances. This is money that we're already spending anyway. We're going to show you how to get it back. Then we're going to show you what to do with it. Now, the whole goal is to help you eliminate debt. Now, according to the Bible I'm reading, I'm not the old man anything. How do we go about doing that? We want to eliminate interest by getting out of debt faster. Keep the same job, keep the same income, keep the same budget, pay off all your bills in record time. And we're even going to provide you with monthly statements that walk you through the entire process step by step to show you exactly what to do. We're going to give you what we call the average American family. This is an example of what, say, the average family drags around with them as it relates to debt load. Look at the principal balance, $209,000. What does that include? The balance on a mortgage, car payment, student loan, credit cards. That's the debt they drag around. And it's costing them $2,985 to cover that principal, right? So look at their time in debt, 29 years. We've seen it all before. Look at the interest they're going to pay, $233,000. That's more than the principal. How's that possible, you ask? You know how it works. A man or woman goes out, buys a house for $300,000, finances for 30 years, make every payment on time, and end up paying $500,000 for the house. That's a $200,000 profit for the bank. Maybe we're in the wrong business. But now let us compare apples to apples, their plan versus our plan. We take the same principal balance. Look at this debt elimination side, the right side of this slide. We take the same principal balance of $209,000, same expense, meaning same cash outlay each month of $2,985. We pay it off, that mortgage, in 7 years, 11 months versus 29 years. The difference in time in debt. Look at the interest, $73,000 versus $233,000. Here's the impressive part. Time saved, 21 years, 1 month. We probably saved a marriage along the way. What's the biggest fight in the house now between couples? Money, all right? Stress, all of those things pile up because we have a shortage. We don't have enough of what we need to do for ourselves and our family. So 21 years of time saved, 1 month. And look at this, nearly $160,000 in interest. So I'll ask you, what could you do with $160,000 right now? Money saved that you otherwise would have paid to the creditors had we stayed on their plan. But look at this, we just freed up another $2,985 in cash flow, money that was designated, designed to pay bills. Now that money's free because we've eliminated those bills. So what are we gonna do now? Go shopping? Nope, we're gonna go investing because it's time to create the legacy. It's time to set the inheritance up. Think about it. We've saved you $300 to $600 of money in taxes. I want you to just imagine, take that pile of money, set it to the side. We've enhanced your credit score, so now we can refinance those high interest rate loans, take the difference of that money and put that to the side with this other $300 to $600. We pay off $2,985 worth of debt. Take that pile of money, set it to the side, and now bring it to the table. Look at what we got, $3,500 a month, free money. We're not going to shop, we're going to invest. We're going to set this thing up so we never have to worry about money again. Now let's look at the possibilities of investing that $3,500 over time. Now we understand that past performance does not guarantee future results, but if we can put that money in play over a period of say 10 years, 20 years, 30 years at a rate of return of say 3%, 6%, or even 12. So for the sake of simplicity, let's take the middle number. Let's say 20 years at 6% return. Guys, that's $1.6 million. 20 years, $1.6 million. Now to me, that's a pretty good start. Truth be told, your children haven't figured out how to articulate this to you yet, but this is what they're expecting from you and me. Why? because we owe them an inheritance. It is our responsibility. Think about this. My example is this. Suppose your mother and father and my mother and father had this whole business of inheritance figured out, had the resources in place to put this thing in motion. And by the time you were old enough to understand what you want to do with the rest of your life, you had $500,000 waiting for you. Where would you be today? You probably wouldn't even be on this platform with me tonight. What business would you own? What start could you have given your children with that kind of start? So we have an obligation, and it goes beyond just my thinking. It is a biblical principle that a good man and woman will leave an inheritance to his children. So we got to get this done. We have to get this done. Now think about it. If you and I don't do it for them, then pray tell, who will? The federal government? I don't think so. The city in which you reside, the state in which you reside? Absolutely not. This is our responsibility. So let's position ourselves to allow our children to have the future that they deserve from generation to generation moving forward. Now, it goes further with us, with our wealth generation strategy. The whole goal is to position you where you've got money making money for you. And if you understand compound interest, you'll get excited about it just like I do. Where you've got money working while you're asleep. What is it? I think Ben McCrae always says, and Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to have money working for you while you sleep, that you'll be forced to work for the rest of your life or work until you die. And that's the plan for most people, unfortunately. But we're going to provide you with unlimited consultation with real wealth experts. See, these professionals are going to analyze and develop the best wealth plan for you and your family. Now, two of the concepts that we promote very successfully: self-banking, the private reserve account, the best way to save, grow, and protect your money, tax-free with no risk of loss. Let me say it again. Tax-free with no risk of loss. Who does that? Wealthy people do it every single day. You and I now have the chance to do the exact same thing. See, they're playing on a different playing field. Now, even land banking, real estate investing, buying land at 20 to 40% below the market value in the path of growth. Same strategies used by the wealthy, you and I now have access, but it gets even better. Less than 6 months ago, MWR Financial has embarked on a new venture, and it just blows my mind, and I'm so excited about it. Why? Because it allows us now to be part of the solution. What do I mean? We get a chance to help close the wealth gap. We're in the real estate business. Now, what this means is that anybody that's ever had a dream of owning a home, that dream now becomes a reality through our program, even with marginal credit. 580 credit score, 3.5% down, 6 to 8 months, you're a homeowner. Did you realize that the average net worth of a homeowner in the United States is nearly $200,000 versus the average net worth of a renter in the United States is only $5,000? There lies the wealth gap. We have a chance to close that now. And also, did you realize that 43 million people are waking up every day paying rent? Some of these rent payers is generational. She's renting because her mother rented. Instead, her mother's renting because her mother rented. You know, and so we've got to break that cycle and help create home ownership. I'm convinced that God didn't necessarily mean that the inheritance had to be money. It could be property, but leave something. We've got to position ourselves. So even if you're interested in selling your home for top dollar, we've got the platform to assist you in getting that done. If you want to flip properties for profit without the headaches, allow our experts to help you get all of that set up. All right. And imagine that, how tough that can be to try to get those things in play. Now you've got a team of experts that's going to assist you in getting that done. Even if you want to profit from real estate investing, all right, and allow our experts to do all the work, become a capital contributor with our program. I myself am a capital contributor, which allows me to get into the real estate game and play it on a level that I've never played it before, with experts holding my hand through the entire process. So finally, a real estate platform that allows realtors, lenders, buyers, sellers, and investors to all win together. These guys have thought of everything. Listen, now let's answer that $64 million question. What is all this going to cost? Gerald, that sounds good. Going to provide us with everything we need to succeed: tax reduction strategies, credit restoration, debt elimination, wealth accumulation, bill shredding capabilities, as well as a real estate platform, strategies and experts that do all the work. We say don't take any chances with your finances. Get the Financial Edge membership for only $79.97 a month. No contract, no setup fee, and this includes a spouse. We know that there's no company in the United States of America that's going to allow a spouse to participate in all of these services at zero cost, other than MWR Financial. Now, we clearly understand, too, that there's no company. You couldn't go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, for $79.97 a month. This is the price of a cup of coffee a day, that you get experts infused into your life: CPAs, financial planners, enrolled agents, credit restoration experts, debt elimination experts, investment consulting, bill shredding capabilities, and now a real estate platform. Get out of here. This is the win, guys. this is it. Even if you're just interested in getting your financial life in order, this is the platform to get that done. If you're serious about it, we can help you make that happen. Now, I want to share with you before I leave this slide, the results, my results. I'm a direct product of these very products that I just shared with you. I plugged into this program out of pure necessity. The CEO and founder of MWR Financial, Mr. Brian House, a good friend of mine of nearly 17 years, called me and said God had given him a vision. He wanted to create a financial strategies company that would help the average everyday person win financially. I was all in. And more so than the relationship that I had with him, because I trusted and believed and I knew what he was bringing to the table was good, but I plugged in out of pure necessity. What do I mean here? Look, when I saw this program, I was 55 years old, a grown man going to work every day, paid on Friday, broke on Monday. You've never had to do it, so you probably understand what I'm talking about. So I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. It just didn't make no sense. I wasn't going to keep living like that. If there was a way out, then I wanted it. So listen, I'm well disciplined. I follow instructions, and I did exactly what these guys said do. So as it relates to tax reduction, I consulted with the CPAs. They looked at my current tax situation, got me back $350 a month, money I saw on my check 2 weeks later. That particular pay period, I've got $175 more than I've ever had, okay? Because again, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm working just to pay bills. Then I move on to the second component of the program, which is credit restoration. I come out of there with a 128-point increase in my credit score, not understanding that that 128-point increase would get me a reduction in my homeowner's automobile premium by nearly $200 a month. Here I am 120 days into the program, $550 of new money from my existing finances. I'm getting excited now. So what else can you do? So we're going to help you eliminate debt. I go to the debt elimination program. I drug into that program with me, 15 years worth of remaining debt. That includes a small balance on a mortgage. These guys have positioned me to pay that debt off in 6.5 years. Guys, that was 4.5 years ago. 2 years from today, zero balance on everything I'm doing. Oh, no, man, nothing. Not to mention the $52,000 in interest they saved me that I otherwise would have paid to the creditors had I stayed on their plan. And then the final piece. Now, this was the thing that drove it home for me, wealth accumulation. They surrounded me with these investment consultants. Why was I so interested in that? Because at the time, I'm going to the job every day, putting money into a 401k, contributing enough where the company's giving me a match. But even with the match, the growth of the fund was so slow that I was scheduled to work for those guys for another 25 years. Now, I told you earlier that I was 55 years old when I saw that program. When I first saw MWR Financial, add 25 to that. What does that sound like? That's 80. Guys, that was the plan. Unfortunately, because I didn't have a plan. Now, unfortunately, I know many people in that same situation right now that they've made their minds up that they're going to work until they die. I didn't want to be one of those persons. So I said, listen, to the investment consultants, help me create an investment vehicle that will get me out of here sooner rather than later. And lo and behold, these guys started speaking what I thought was French. I never heard of anything like this before. This whole concept of self-banking, a private reserve account, where I could put money into a fund, have access to that money anytime I want it, for any reason I need it, never pay taxes on it, then would be guaranteed never to lose any money. I overcalled a man a lie. I said, who does that? He says, wealthy people do it every single day. Wealthy people do it every single day. Well, my thought was, because I'm still so naive to this process, is that where am I going to get $10,000 or $20,000 to jumpstart an investment vehicle that will get me the kind of returns that you guys are talking about? The guy said, you don't need $10,000 or $20,000. The same $350 that they saved me in taxes, guys, was the money that I used to jumpstart the investment vehicle. Turns out this private reserve account is paying me 10 times more than my 401k, put me in a position to retire in 10 years versus 25. So at this point, I'm shouting glory, hallelujah. Why? Because for the very first time in my adult life, I've got a clear picture of what my financial future looks like. 55 years, I hadn't figured it out. I told you when they started presenting this thing to me, it sounded like French. I didn't understand it. When the process was all done and they got me set up, I was speaking French. Bonjour, monsieur. I'm telling you, man, this is it. It was life-changing for me. But then look, MWR Financial then says to me, they had the audacity to say, Gerald, you go out and tell this story, same story I'm telling you, and we'll pay you a ridiculous amount of money. So my first question was, do I need to learn how to repair credit? No, we have experts. They handle all that. Do I need to learn how to do taxes? No, we have CPAs. They do that. Well, I need a license to invest. You won't need that. The experts do it. Well, I need a real estate license. You won't need anything. Just tell the story. I started telling this story to anybody who would listen. At my job, at the church, at the gas station, at the grocery store, at the car wash. Within 2.5 years of doing that, I began generating enough income to walk away from a $65,000 a year job and do this full time. Craziest thing I've ever seen. I haven't looked back since. I wake up every morning when I'm done sleeping. I'm in total control of my life now as a result of this very opportunity that I'm about to show you. What I shared with you was services, what we can do to help people get their financial life in order. But I took full advantage of that, and I took full advantage of the opportunity to generate income and create my own business, partnering with MWR Financial. These guys took advantage of this Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant that you see in front of you. The idea is to take you from an employee working for someone else to becoming self-employed, owning your own MWR financial business. Now you own the job. The goal now is to help you build a business. They've got a team of experts that's going to help you even get that done, provide you with all the training. All right. At the end of the day, we all want to end up in the investment quadrant. Why is that so important? Because that's where 5% of the population reside. And those are the people who have enough money working for them that they'll never have to work another day in their life. That's the situation we want to create for ourselves. Now, MWR Financial says we'll pay you daily just to share the instant pay raise strategy, the ability to help people get money back as early as the next paycheck, the financial edge membership, all the components we talked about, and the opportunity, the very one that I'm about to show you. And they say, enjoy the rewards. So what are the rewards? Guaranteed income, immediate income, leveraged income, residual income, passive income, and bonus income. God, that's a whole lot of income. Let's talk about it. Now, here's the $64 million question. Everybody says, oh, Gerald, well, who am I going to talk to about this program? How many W-2 employees do you know that would like an instant pay raise? 150 million Americans need your help right now. Government employees, family and friends, co-workers, church members, business professionals, classmates, refer those people and earn a guaranteed income. I'll repeat that, guaranteed income. We're the only company in this industry. Do your due diligence. Check it out. We're the only company in this industry that offers a guaranteed income. Now, here's something else that nobody else is doing. Look at this. We get paid every day. I come from a situation where I'm getting paid every 2 weeks to a situation where I'm getting paid every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It starts all over again. Every single day that the Lord sends, we have an opportunity to generate income through this program. So now let's lock in this guarantee. All right. How do we do it? You go out and find 3 like-minded people like yourself. Those people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They want to control their own destiny. They're tired of some man with his thumb on their head. They want to create another stream of income and own their life. So that would be Jenny, Lisa, and John. So Jenny, Lisa, and John, when they show up and partner with you, they bring with them points. We'll explain what these points mean later. But we've got to lock in the guarantee. Now, how do we do that? You've got Jenny, Lisa, and John, so that qualifies you. We need an outside customer now to qualify. All right, outside customer. This keeps us in compliance. So who's that outside customer? That's the person who says, Gerald, well, I don't want to build a business, but I do want to get my financial life in order. I want to use the services, pay the $79.97 to lower my tax liability, to increase my credit score, pay debt off early, and look at investment vehicles that won't risk my money like my current 401k. That's your outside customer. Do that on Monday. Tuesday, you start collecting from MWR Financial, $5 a day, $150 a month. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but that covers your cost of operating this business. But the other thing too, a guy said, well, 150, not a lot of money. But let me show you what 150 really looks like. In order for a person to generate $150 a month ongoing, for an indefinite period of time, that person, man or woman, would have to have $36,000 sitting somewhere that they can't touch that's returning them at least 5% interest. So I asked the guy very clearly, what's easier? Put your hand on $36,000 or go find you 3 people. It was easy for me to go find 3 people. I didn't have $36,000. Then think about this. What would happen if you helped those 3 get an instant pay raise and then taught them to do the exact same thing? Now, what I'm about to show you is just one stream of income associated with this compensation plan. This thing pays out 10 different ways. This is only one of them. And this is the daily guarantee portion of it. Now, we already know with those 3 people, Jenny, Lisa, and John, you just position yourself to start making $5 a day, $150 a month. Now, what happens when you go out and help Jenny, Lisa, and John get their 3 people, do the exact same thing that you've done? Now you've got 12 people on your team. You've only sponsored Jenny, Lisa, and John 3. Now you've got 12, that's $20 a day, $600 a month. That bump happens the very next day. That's $7,200 increase. I'll ask you this, with what it is you're doing right now, if you're working for somebody else, and I respect that and I understand it, you do what you have to do until you do what you want to do, but what are your chances of getting a $7,200 increase at the current job that you have? I'll wait. I can tell you, I got the answer. You'll have to quit. Seriously, because nobody's giving you these kind of bumps. I mean, even the cost of living raises that we get annually, even with the raises that we get, the bonuses, it won't add up to be $7,200. So this is our chance to move forward with only 12 people on your team. Now, let's run this thing out through 10 levels and see what these numbers really look like. Now, keep up with me because we're doing multiplication, not addition. 3 turns into 9, 9 into 27, 27 to 81, 81 into 243, and so on. You ran this thing out through 10 levels, you'd end up with 3,084 people on your team. You'd be sitting in a position where you're guaranteed $1,000 a day, $30,000 a month. Look what happens. Just shows up in your life. Huh? What is this? January, you get all this done. February, start collecting $30,000 a month. Tell me what changes in your life with $30,000 a month. Everything. The car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, where you send your kids to school. What do your tithes and offerings start looking like? This is life-changing money. As a kid, my grandmother used to always send me to the store, and she always complained about she was on a fixed income. She had only so much money to work with. So here I am, so many years later, finding myself on a fixed income. What do I mean by that? Let's look at this chart. Pick any number you want. So because of this compensation plan, the way this thing is designed, I can fix my income to be whatever I want it to be. So I'm on a fixed income. You pick your number. 12 people on your team gets you $600 a month. 50 people on your team, $30 a day, $900 a month. 184 people on your team, $100 a day, $3,000 a month. Guys, the sky's the limit, and we're just getting started. There's more money on the table. You remember that customer I told you that plugged in with you? That customer paid $79.97. MWR Financial the same day paid you $40. Split it with you, okay? Now, here's the beauty of the customer program. When that customer comes into the program, they have the ability to make their membership free. How do they do that? They refer 3 other customers. And MWR Financial waives their $79.97 cost to get the entire platform at 0 cost at that point. But here's the thing. We can't pay the customer. They're not representative. Who gets paid on the 3 people that customer referred? You do. How about the 3 they refer? You do. And the 3 they refer? You do. Through infinity. I want you to understand that there's a huge income just in customer referral. But not only that, you're going to be getting paid on your customers also $40 up front. Every customer after number 3, from number 4 through infinity, you're collecting $10 a month in residual income. So you're getting paid up front and you're going to get residual income. But there's more money on the table. Let's talk about our momentum bonus. I showed you earlier, Jenny, Lisa, and John. You made $50 for bringing each one of them in. So that's $150. But you did that within your first 30 days. So now you qualify for MWR's momentum bonus. So that's an additional $150. They're going to match your money. So you just generated $300, far less money than what it's going to, far more money than what it's going to cost you to get started in this program. So you just generated. Now, here's the ideal situation. What I love so much about this business, this thing is designed for you to lock arms and work with people and help them win. Now, if you're not that kind of person, if you're a selfish individual who really doesn't care about people, this is not the business for you. But if you're willing to get in the trenches and dig deep and help people win, you can win in a major way because the payout is big. The way this thing is structured, I can't make a dime till you make a dollar. And always keep that in mind as you bring people into this organization. You've got to help them win. So when you help Jen and Lisa and John go out and get their 3, MWR Financial pays you $450 in bonus money. All right, let's duplicate that process one more time and help those 3 get their 3. There's $900 more on the table. Guys, that's $1,500. Now, they give us a 90-day window to complete this, but there's nothing saying that you can't do this in 5 days. There's nothing saying you can't do it in 10 days. There's nothing saying that you can't do it in 30 days. Hit the ground running and watch this payout come. Now, it gets even better. This is our leadership expansion bonus. What does this mean? Jenny, Lisa, and John help you qualify to become an executive director. You got your first promotion with MWR Financial. What you've done now is put yourself in a position for another stream of income to open because now you can override, meaning you can make money on all the people that Jenny, Lisa, and John bring into the organization. Let's say it's me, the 4th person that you sponsor when you hit executive. All right, you're not only going to make the $50 on me up front, but MWR Financial is going to pay you an additional 10 because you're coding now. But what happens to the 20 people that I bring or the 10 people that I bring? You're going to make $10 on each one of those persons. And how about the people that they bring? $10 on each one of those persons as well, because your business is growing now. This is your expansion bonus. Now, the goal is to promote to the next level with the executive senior director. What does it take to get there? You help those 3 get their 3. You promote yourself to senior. Now, another stream of income opens up. You're overriding now $20. So what does that mean? You sponsored me on that level. They paid you 50 plus 20 for putting me in the business, $70 up front, $20 for everybody I sponsor, $20 for everybody they sponsor, 20 for everybody they sponsor, 20 for everybody they sponsor through infinity. Look at the next level. As an area director, you're making $95 up front for everyone you personally sponsor and $45 for everybody they sponsor. As a district, you're making $105 up front for everyone you personally sponsor, $55 for everyone they sponsor. As a regional, $115 for everyone you personally sponsor and $65 for everybody they sponsor. As a national, $125 for everyone you personally sponsor and $75 for everyone they sponsor. And we're just getting started. Look at this. There's more money. This is what we call our customer residual. We showed you you're going to be making the 40 up front. You're going to make the $10 a month. You're going to get paid on all the referrals. But you're also, as your group begins to grow, Jenny, Lisa, and John, they're going to work. They're putting people in the program. They're signing up reps. They're signing up customers. All of those customers that come into your organization, you're going to get paid on, whether you brought them in or not. As an executive, you're making 25 cents on each one of those customers. As a senior, 50 cents. As an area, $3.50, up to $8 for every customer that comes into your organization. Now, a guy, once again, small-minded, says $3.50 doesn't sound like a lot of money. Well, take $3.50 and multiply it times 2,500 people. Take $3.50 and multiply it times 3,500 people. You then tell me what those numbers look like. Guys, it gets even better. Now we promote ourselves to senior executive director. What does it take? 3 people, and help those 3 get 3. You've just gotten here to qualify for another stream of income within this one compensation plan. Now you get a 25% check match. What does that mean? You sponsored me into the business. I go out and generate $1,000. MWR Financial pays you $250 for helping me grow my business. No limit to the number of people that you can personally sponsor. 25% check match on everything that I do for the life of my business. You understand how big that is? So you want to be in the trenches with people. You want to help people grow their business. Luxury lifestyle bonus. Anybody need a new car? Anybody want a new house? We're paying for them all day long. Tier 1 of this bonus program, $500 a month. Tier 2, $1,250. Tier 3, $3,000. Now, me personally, when I joined MWR Financial, got car qualified, I didn't know no better. I thought you were supposed to get the car that was on the page. And I went out and got this very car, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class 350. And these guys are paying for it. Matter of fact, it's already paid for because I put it in the debt elimination program and paid it off 2.5 years early. Craziest thing I've ever seen. But think about this. MWR didn't say, Gerald, you have to go buy a car because you qualify for the bonus. It was up to me. And it'll be up to you. Do whatever you want to with this money. Create an investment account. Start a college fund. I mean, put it under your mattress. Dig a hole in your backyard. It's totally up to you. It's your money. They're not going to force you to buy a house or a car. But if you're in need of any one of those, we can help you get that done. It gets even better. This is our Presidential Club bonus. And keep in mind, the luxury vehicle bonus you just saw plus the presidential bonus are all point driven. Let's get back to those points you saw on the front page with Jenny, Lisa, and John. That 3 points. All right, for every rep in your organization, it helps you get 3 points. Every customer, 2 points. So as your team grows, all those points begin to accumulate and help you qualify for these bonuses. The Presidential Club bonus, 225 group points. That's a little bit over 40 people in your organization. The first level is $500. This thing pays out to $100,000 a month. Now, I just showed you $30,000 a month and all the other money in between. Now here's a chance to get $100,000 within one compensation plan. Who does that? MWR Financial. Now, I want to share this with you. Let's speed it up a little bit. This chart here, our 6-figure guaranteed income strategy, is for the person who says to me, well, Gerald, that 3 who get in 3, that's slow money. I got influence. I know people. I've got some experience in this industry. I can bring people to the table and I can get this off and running. How many people I need? What do I need to get started? You go out, I'd say to that person, you go out and get your 12, right? What is that going to do for them? They do that on Monday, Tuesday. They start collecting $20 a day, $600 a month. That's $7,200. But here's the thing. Teach those 12 to get 5. Teach those 5 to get 3. Teach those 3 to get 2. You've got 612 people on your team. Now, I know and you know that most of us that are on this platform tonight have more than 612 people as contacts in our cell phone. Suppose you could lock on with each one of those 612 people. They saw what you saw and they say, hey, we're going to run to the hills with you and we're not going to quit until we get this thing done. Let me show you what your payout looks like. You would qualify for our daily guarantee at $200 a day, $6,000 a month. Do that on Monday, start collecting that money as early as Tuesday. That would also put you on the 3rd level of the Presidential Club bonus because of points. So now that's another $2,500. At this point, you're at $8,500 a month. That's $102,000 a year. Now, along the way, while you're doing these things to get those 584 people or 612 people, look at what happened. You just maxed out the third tier, the luxury lifestyle bonus, so add another 3,000 to the 8,500. Guys, that puts us at $11,500 a month, $138,000 a year. So I'll say to you this, how long would it take you with what you currently do to generate income to get to this point? $138,000 a year, $11,500 a month in passive residual income. Now understand the difference. Passive residual income, you do the work right up front one time and get paid on it month after month after month after month for the rest of your LIFE, right? Or, linear income, meaning you got to show up to get it. The day that you show up, that you don't show up, is the day that you don't generate the income. So you're trading time for money. So how long would it take you with what you currently do to get to this level of income? When I began to calculate it, I figured out I had to work another 100 years on my job before I got a shot at that kind of money. So I knew it was time for me to go. So that's why I got serious about this thing. Within 2.5 years, I was able to bail and give that man back what he gave me, which was his job. I replaced the income. So I don't care if it took you 5 years to get to this point. Wouldn't it be worth it? If it took you 10 years to do it, wouldn't it be worth it? And what does it take to get it done? Finding people like yourself, like-minded people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, people that are open to an opportunity, and they go out and find other people who are open to an opportunity. And there are a ton of people out there that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. I forget what the number was, 4.3 million, maybe higher than that, people that left their job in 2021, walked away, didn't want to do it anymore. They want to own their own life. Those people are looking for an opportunity. Those are the people that we need to find and put this in front of. Guys, I'm telling you, we feel it's the perfect business for you. You get the instant pay raise, refer MWR Financial to others, let the experts do all the work, and you enjoy the reward. So now let's talk about the cost of what it's going to cost you to partner with MWR Financial to get started, to jumpstart your own financial strategies company. One-time fee of $99. That no longer exists. I'm telling you, the CEO and founder of MWR Financial, Mr. Brian Howard, the most compassionate, generous man I've ever met in my life. He is committed to seeing that everybody wins. So we're going to take the $99 away. So let's just look at the 40. What does the 40 cost? That covers your website, your marketing materials, your tools, your training, everything that you need. State-of-the-art website for $40 a month. All right. That's going to position you to generate money from everybody that's referred to the program. And then you need the Financial Edge membership. You want these experts in your life. So that's going to cost you $79.97. All right. So the upfront expense used to be $228.97 to start this business. Because of the $99 reduction, all right, we're at $129.97. You tell me where you're going to go in the United States of America and have an opportunity to position yourself in the center of a multi-trillion-dollar year industry, financial services. You own a business and partner with the fastest growing financial strategies company in the country that's going to give you all corporate support and a team of experts that are doing all the work for you. And all you and I have to do is go out and share the information, let people make their own decision whether they want to plug in or not, and have the option of being a representative or a customer of yours. There's an ongoing expense of $119.97. Again, you'll pay $40 a month for the website. You'll pay $79.97 to have access to the CPAs, financial planners, and all the other experts. But MWR Financial says to you and me, the representatives, the same thing they say to the customer. You refer 3 customers, and we waive your $79.97. So those first 3 customers that you refer, MWR waives your $79.97. So we take that away from the $119. You're only paying $40 a month to run this business. $40 a month. I want you to understand this. I have never, nor will I ever, pay $119.97. Why? Look too much like a bill to me. The guy said you needed 3 customers to waive the $79.97. I went out and got 5. He said, well, you only needed 3. Why'd you bring 5? But what, the extra 2 for cushion, just in case one of the 3 didn't pay, because I never wanted to pay the $119. I run this business for $40 a month. And now they done showed me how to take the $40 and create a business expense from it, because it's part of my business. It's part of my business expense. It's a tax write-off. Craziest thing I've ever seen. I told you we're playing the game on a different level now. MWR Financial has opened up all the doors. $129.97 a month to get in this business. There's nothing you can do. You can't tell me of another business that you can invest in for less than for that amount of money and give you the opportunity to generate this level of income. Oh, there is one business, a lemonade stand. That's about all you could do for $129.97 and have a chance to make a profit. And you better have a young kid out front representing the program in order for you to get some customers, okay? So it's going to provide you with everything you need to succeed: leverage, cash flow, residual income, passive income, time, and financial freedom. Guys, if there was ever a chance for us to win, we can do it. Now, look, MWR Financial has gone and done something I've never seen anybody else do. That's what I love about the power of what we bring to the table. We can guarantee your success. What do you mean? Look at what they say. If you take everything we have, take advantage of everything we have to offer, and our expert strategists and our opportunity are not able to help you save, make, and grow more money in your first 30 days, they give you a full refund. What are they saying? They're saying if it doesn't do exactly what we say it can do, get your money back. No harm, no foul. How does the financial strategist come make such a bold statement and put it in writing? Because they know, like I know, and thousands of people have already figured out, it works. I challenge anybody, put your credit in front of these people and watch your scores increase. Schedule an appointment with the CPAs. Let them review your current tax situation and watch those guys get you money back. All right. Set up an appointment with the investment consultants and watch those guys help you and your family develop a game plan and put you in a position where you got money making money for you. That's the beauty of it. MWR Financial has leveled the playing field. They're giving the average everyday person the same access that wealthy people have always had. I said it before and I'll say it again. What I've always understood and learned with MWR Financial is how rich people get rich and how they stay rich. We now have the opportunity to do the exact same thing, to position ourselves. The only thing was missing was the knowledge. Not only does MWR Financial bring the knowledge to the table, but they bring an expert that's going to hold your hand and walk you through the entire process. You're not in this by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Got a whole team of experts working with you. I took full advantage. I was on the phone with them guys every single day of the week. Whatever it took. If I had a question, I was calling. I had them on speed dial. Got to know them personally and their family. Built incredible relationships. And you'll have the opportunity to build personal relationships with these advisors as well. And they'll take you from wherever you are to wherever it is you want to go. There's a way for us to win now, finally. So MWR says, now's the time. Take control of your financial future today. I say, if not now, then when? And if not MWR Financial, then what? What are we going to do? Are we going to keep grinding through and at the end of the day, die broke? Because that's the plan. If we don't have a plan, that's surely the way it's going to end. Or are we going to really, really get serious about this thing? Here's a vehicle that will get me there. My cost is minimal, $129.97, money that I know between, if we started on Friday, I'll take you from Friday to Sunday. Most of us are going to throw away $100 on nothing. $129 gets you an opportunity to change your whole life, to take your life in a totally different direction, to position you to get your personal financial life together and at the same time, generate a level of income that you can only dream of. We have a chance to do it. And the only difference between the level of income that I generate with MWR Financial and maybe the level of income that you generate is the fact that I've talked with more people than you have. That's the only difference. The same presentation I have, you have. God's given me 24 and you 24 hours in the day. Nothing's changing. How many people are you willing to put this in front of? You talk to some people, share this with them. They'll gravitate toward you because people are hurting now more than ever before and they need a way out. And you have the solution in your hand. You are addressing the problem that 98% of the people in America are facing, and you come to the table with the solution. I feel pretty good walking in a room because I know that I can solve everybody's problem in that room. I got the answer with MWR Financial, and now you have the answer. Let's take this and run with it. Listen, that ends our presentation. I'm prayerful that you've heard enough, seen enough to make a decision to align yourself with us today, to become part of this crusade, this ministry, this mission. I'm telling you, we're on a roll. We're setting this country on fire. We need help telling this story. And MWR Financial is willing to pay you and me a ridiculous amount of money just to tell this story. Create your own story by plugging in, getting the results that I got, and even better, I'm sure, and watch what happens. Watch what happens. Once you stand up and start telling people what you're doing, they're going to knock your doors down to get to you. Listen, I want you to get back with the person that invited you to this platform today. Get all your questions answered. Get plugged in. Join us here tomorrow at 4 p.m. and at 7, but don't come alone. Bring someone else with you. If you just started this business like Monish and Keyshawn, if you guys have just started this business, invite some people tomorrow and say, listen, we just got started. We don't know everything yet, but this is pretty exciting. I want you to see it. Come to the platform with me tomorrow at 4 o'clock and 7, and then have those people bring some people. Listen, if you're in this business right now, if you signed up today and you plug me into the program today, you get paid today. That's how crazy this thing is. And that's how quick you can move it. This is no long-term proposition. In my opinion, this is the 1 to 3 year deal. If you're willing to just put your head in the sand and dig deep and go like tomorrow's never coming, I'm telling you, you can look up. When you look up, you'll find yourself on the other side of the money. That's our president, Mr. Adamo Tosin, always talks about the other side of the money. That's the place you go where you never have to worry about it again. Think about how that feels, though. Never having to worry about money again. I may have some other problems, but money won't be one of them. Let's get that out of the way and not even have to stress about that or even give second thought to it. What sort of life could that be for you and your family? I think it can be pretty good. I didn't make the rules. They were already in place before I got here. This is a capitalistic system. Money makes this world go round. We need to get it so we can position ourselves to not only do what we need to do for ourselves, but to help other people too. We've got an opportunity to make a difference in somebody else's life, because isn't that part of the plan? To be able to affect change in other people's lives, to make a difference. We've got to have the financial means to do it. You can't do it broke. I surely wouldn't get nothing done in the way of helping people, but I'm in a position now where I can make a difference, an impact. As Ben talks about legacy, we have a chance to do something, guys. But listen, love you all. Be safe. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you on the platform tomorrow at 4 p.m., 7 p.m. We're back at 12 noon on Monday, and then we're back on air at 8:30 on Monday night. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for everybody who participated. God willing, you've seen enough to make a decision to join us on this mission. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Parker.
Gerald.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Great presentation.
All right, Mr. Clay. Thank you, sir.